Okay. Do you know that life is spiritual? See, most things that we know about the world and about ourselves were all taught to us by authority figures or the government. By the government, I mean the system that the government has created. You see, the word government carries a hidden message, because you have to understand the way that this world works. It's like they try to show you their purpose without really showing you their purpose. They are telling you their purpose in their name, government. See, govern plus ment, which is mental. And that's why you have to, you have to understand the real meaning of words. Get knowledge. And even when you're getting tired, when you start losing motivation, let discipline guide you. So government means to govern the mind. The government doesn't just make laws. It shapes what people think, what they believe is normal, or what they see as normal. We hear that it's all about control, but it's not just about control. It's mental guidance. They place boundaries on what you accept as truth. You are taught to view yourself as physical, just a body, a limited being. There are people who will see this video and not understand it, and that's okay. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day for you to understand. See, I'm not here to tell you what to believe. Just allow me to present some things to you. I don't think most people truly understand, or whether they are even aware of the fact that there is a war going on. A war for so many people. You see, but you can't even understand this if all you know and see is the physical. And for so many people, it will take death for them to realize who they truly are. And you don't want death to be what shows you what you're capable of. You don't want death to be what shows you who you could have been. And I'm aware that not everybody will accept or understand what I'm saying. But those who know. There are people who are asleep, who are oblivious to the true and real state of this world that we live in, of existence. If you view yourself as just physical, as just a body, see, then there is a limit on you. You are a limited being. Nothing else to you, nothing else to life, but just the seen world. Then it becomes easy to control such a person, because such a person becomes disconnected from life itself, from the divine, from God. Now I want to say this. Most people have no idea what life being spiritual has in accordance with the physical world. And because of this unawareness, there is an invisible limitation that is placed upon most people. Now let's go deeper. Who are you? You see, most people think that they are just a lump of cells, neurons, muscle fibers, and blood. So when they told us that we only have 5 senses, see, that's a lie. Well, let me not say that's a lie. That's a half-truth. We have all been lied to and made to focus on our 5 senses. Now, in order for you to understand your other senses that you have, it's important that you know this. You're not just a body. You're a spirit in a body with a soul. And these 3 parts makes who you are. And they combine, they have 15 senses. Now, let's start with the body. See, the body has 5 senses. You have sight, you have hearing, you have smell, the nose gate, you have taste, and you have feel, which is touch. Okay, this is surface level. So this is the body. It's basic. Everybody already knows this. And the body is the weakest part of these 3. And that's because the body is ruled by the seen world. The body is ruled by the physical. I don't want you to look at the physical realm only. It is limiting. You are more than that. Now let's move on to the soul. The soul, this is where reprogramming happens. See, this is the seat of your personality. Now these are the 5 senses of your soul, if you will. The mind, see, that's thinking, that's thought. Your emotion, that's what you feel. Affection, that's who you feel it for. The will, that's your drive to act. Your imagination, that's your ability to see what isn't visible yet. When was the last time you truly used your imagination When was the last time you actually checked or had a conversation with yourself about your will? Are you a person who is strong-willed? You knock once and they did not open the door for you and you just give up. And we say, oh no, it's just self-respect. Some of us, we are too cool to be successful because we don't have will. Our will is not that strong. We just don't have the will to keep pushing, to keep trying over and over and over again. And that's what makes the difference. You need to be aware of your soul when you see those things. And you need to, you see, because when you are aware of this, of the senses of your soul, when you see these things as senses, you can have a better grasp on them and be more in tune with the senses of your soul. Be more in tune with your inner, with your soul, and not allow them control you. When was the last time you were able to see something or use your imagination? Or have you allowed the world to take away the ability, your ability to imagine? That is a gift, the ability to imagine. See, that's you. You can imagine. You can imagine a better life. You can every day choose to imagine. When you hear things, use your mind. Think about them. Do not let people control what you think, and they do it. They make you think what they want you to think, and you think that you are thinking for yourself, but you are just thinking their thoughts. Most people only think what other people want them to think. They tell you to be afraid, you're afraid. Your soul is your psyche. It's the entire psychological makeup of a person. And it includes both the conscious and the unconscious. And I don't mean that in a new age way. Okay, so let me explain it. So when I say conscious or the conscious mind, this is the part of awareness that you can observe directly, like your current thoughts, for example. See, that's you're conscious of what you're thinking, or a decision that that you're actively making, or anything that you're paying attention to. So you're conscious of that stuff. Conscious is present. So the unconscious mind contains, they can contain things that influence you. Things like hidden layers of things that influence you without you being aware of those things. So we're talking about things like buried memories, okay? We're talking about belief systems that you absorbed from childhood, fears you didn't choose. Some people are afraid of water. I had something that I think is very interesting. And it's like, how they say black people are afraid of water. And they said it's because, see, most of the ancestors that came here during, back in the day came through water. And as a result of that, there is this underlying fear of water that kind of lingers and passed through generations. Now, I do not know how accurate that is, but I say that to say, see, the fears that you did not choose, those dwell in the unconscious mind. The soul is where the programming happens. Now, imagine a person who has no idea of their soul or the senses of their soul, who has no idea whatsoever of the soul or the makeup of their soul. This person will always be focused, trying to change or believing that they can change on a totally different level because they do not understand the soul. Your soul, this is the operating system of your life. You have to be in tune with your soul. As a matter of fact, see, the battle is for your soul. Everything is designed to steal your soul, to corrupt your soul. Everything that you see, all the nudity, everything that you see is designed to corrupt your soul. As a man thinketh, so is he. Everything is designed to war against your soul. Everything is designed to grab your attention. Look, when they say something is grabbing your attention and you think, oh no, it's your soul. Okay, it's your mind. It's your imagination. We set ourselves up. We allow other people to tell us what to imagine. We are awake, but we are still asleep because we do not understand the working of our soul. Let me go a different route a little bit. I need you to understand. This world is way more spiritual. It's a battle for your soul. If you're someone who just let these things run wide, other people, the world, will tell you what to think. They will use your imagination on your behalf. You see, when you sit down there and you're watching that movie, you're watching that program, they are telling you what to think. They are telling you what emotions they want you to feel. They are speaking to your soul. That's why you can watch a movie and you know it's a lie, and yet you will still be moved to cry. You know it's a lie. You know that person is not really dead. You know everything is set up, but still, they still penetrate your soul. Why? Well, it happens through the eyes, obviously. That's why they say the gate to your soul is your eyes. You turn on the television, you see what it's called? Television. Everything is right there in our faces. Tell a vision or tell lies to your vision. So you're watching someone else's vision. The television, tell lies to your vision, has a channel that you have to tune into. And what is a channel? Channel is a medium through which spirits move. And then you put on a program and you watch the program. They tell you right there, and it's programming your mind. And you go watch the news. NEWS. North, East, West, and South. And how do news get out? They have to broadcast it. Broadcast. They are casting a spell on a broad audience. Cast a broad spell. No, but that's why I tell you guys, words are powerful. In the book of Proverbs, it says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What's the power of the tongue? It's words. It says, by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. You see, words are carriers. They are containers of power. You need to be very particular about the words that you speak. Don't be careless with your words. Now, between the body and the soul, you have 10 senses. Now, let's look at the spirit. You see, in the spirit, this is where transformation goes quantum. You see, your spirits connect you with God. Just as your body allows you to perceive the physical realm, the seen world, and your soul allows you to perceive the psychological world, your spirit allows you to perceive the spiritual realm, to perceive the innermost part of a person. You have prayer, speaking truth to the divine, speaking truth to God. You have praise, declaring truth to your reality. You have worship, which is alignment with God or your higher self. Your higher self or the higher version of yourself is not God. It's the part of you that agrees with God. We have faith, belief beyond evidence. And we have meditation, pure focus. Prayer is speaking truth to the divine. Prayer is speaking truth to God. Prayer is not you begging. Prayer is agreement. When you pray, you're not begging God to do something. You're not trying to convince God to do something. When you pray, you're aligning yourself with what is already true in Him. That's why it says, pray, let your kingdom come. Let your will be done. So prayer is not about changing God's mind. Prayer is about letting God's truth change your reality. What are the words that you tell yourself? Do you tell yourself that you don't deserve nobody? You don't deserve love? What are the words that you speak? You see, but you can't truly pray in essence if you're not aware of the spirit and the sense of prayer. Look around you, man. Look in the world. You see the wicked keep getting richer. Why? Because the wicked understand principles. And you with your, with your Bible and with your belief, you have no principles. You have no discipline. It's the same principle, the God principle that the wicked uses. It's the same principle of, sowing and reaping. You're praying, but you're not planting. You're worshiping, but you're not walking. You want to reap where you did not sow. Prayer is agreement. Prayer is declaration. It's not you begging, oh God, please give me peace. It's, Lord, you are my peace. It's not, oh Lord, please send provision. God, you are my provider. You have to stop begging for outcome and start speaking the truth of His nature and praise, declaring truth to your reality. You don't praise because life is good and everything is kumbaya, whoop the whoop. You praise because truth is greater than what you're currently seeing, than the life that you're currently experiencing. You're declaring the truth beyond what you see. With praise and thanksgiving, make your requests known to God. I should be declaring truth beyond what I see. Because when I look, I have requests, I have needs. But when I praise, I can see beyond what I do not have. To see that even though I cannot see those things, I already have them. They are coming. That's the power that you have. So praise is a declaration that shifts your focus. It shifts your consciousness into alignment with truth. So when you say, I am provided for, I am guided, all things work together for my good, you're speaking truth. Praise doesn't deny pain. It just repositions you above them. You say this about yourself, and the next moment, you're acting in complete opposite, complete contradiction of what you just spoke over yourself. You spoke abundance over your life, and the next moment you're like, oh God, please, oh bro, man, I need to pay this bill. I need to pay this. Look, what I'm trying to let you see is it's a mindset that you have to live in. It is a mindset, it is a state of mind. That's why it says do not be anxious for anything. Yes, you have needs. Yes, there are specific things, but you're not living from a place of scarcity in your mind. You don't say good things. You don't build yourself over here, and the next moment you're the weapon that is fashioned against your own self. So you can't say all things work together for good for you, and then the next moment you're saying, man, I'm just unlucky. Man, things never work out. And say, oh, well, but I always say this about myself. Yeah, you say this about yourself one moment, and the next moment you're saying something totally different, or at least you're acting like something totally different. Even your body, your spirit won't trust you. You are speaking truth until your inner words agree and your outer word reflect it. You gotta write this down or save it. You gotta come back to this video again. So praise is not just positive thinking. It's affirmation with authority. Now, the third sense of the spirit is worship, which is alignment with God or your higher self. Your higher self or the higher version of yourself is not God. It's the part of you that agrees with God. Most people think that worship is mainly kneeling and singing, raising up your hands. Those are just expressions of worship. But worship at its core, you see, the essence of worship is aligning your inner self with your highest recognized truth. For a person who believes in God, the highest truth that they recognize will be God. And so for them, worship would be aligning your inner life with the nature, character, and will of God. You're not worshiping to make God feel good. You worship so that what you focus on forms you. You become what you constantly align with. You become what you worship. And this is the part of you that the world does not want you to understand. So when you understand this, do you still look at yourself as ordinary? Then we have faith, belief beyond evidence, and we have meditation, pure focus. This happens in your spirit. So when you look at all these senses, we have 15 senses. You see, it's easy for you to send people or turn people against each other and make people take the life of each other when they look at people as just nothing but a happenstance. Look, there is no value to an accident. If you're something that happened by chance, then you're an accident. And so when you look at yourself, body, spirit, soul, that's not an accident. That's divine. See, you're not made to just come hustle, and live a life of and then die, and then realize that, oh my goodness, there is more. And if all you know and believe in is all that you see, is the seen word, then you are no threat to the world. Because you will never see beyond what the world is telling you. See, when you start looking at and seeing certain agenda that is being pushed, and you start seeing some weird stuff, and that's why most people, I say, you see, if you're disconnected from the divine, if you're disconnected from God, you're the easiest to control. Because even when you see the truth, when the truth is right there before you, you don't know what to make of it. And so you just brush it to the side. And that's why we see some crazy things on media. And most people don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to process those information because it's like, man, this is some dark stuff. And then they go back to drinking latte. They go back to drinking Starbucks. But you see, we're all heading somewhere, and the agenda is real. It's for your soul. Everything that is going on, it is for your soul. We see certain people, we think that, see, the world is run by normal people. See, knowledge is power. There's a reason why you have the elite and you have the elite group. It's because they don't want you to know what they know. Study, search. Don't stop when it gets too hard to understand. Stay curious about everything. Challenge things. Use your mind to think. Think for yourself. Okay, like this. So now that I am aware that I am made up of not just the body, but the spirit and the soul. And if the body houses the spirit, so the body is like a container for the spirit. And because there is a spirit that is housed inside of the body, that means there is a spiritual realm that spirit can interact, just like the body can interact with the same world. And when the body expires, this is the only place that it's confined to. It can't cross over to the other side. So what crosses over to the unseen world, or what can experience the unseen world directly, will be the spirit. This means there is more. You are more than you thought you were. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I need to set this up in a way where I can actually start utilizing these boards. Because I feel like sometimes there are certain things that I say and I just think writing them down would be more impactful. Now, if you're watching this, if you want me to do this, if you think I'm right, just leave a comment. Or but if it's no big deal, I might just keep making it like this. But no, personally, I think I would like to incorporate this board in most things. So probably just have to set it up nicely. And thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. Now keep doing the best with the things that you got, and keep seeing beyond what the eyes can see.